him. Morning, David.
How are you?
Well, thanks, and you?
Cool. Am I positioned right?
You're looking good. You're looking actually, if the screen can go a little bit lower.
Say again?
If your screen, basically, I'm seeing more of your head than your chin. I need to just a
Oh, no, that's too much.
little bit too much. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. My name's Karen. I'm afraid Tracy's not well, so she's asked me to assist with the whole webinar this morning. Do you have some stuff that you want to share? Will you need screen shares?
Yeah, I've got a PowerPoint, and then I'm going to
Okay.
go through I've got some web pages. I want to show them.
Okay, so let me
my
see if
entire
I'm going to do a screen share now. I have to invite you, don't I?
Let's see. Has disabled, yes. Participant screen sharing needs to be made.
Are you able to see anything from me?
Yes, now I can. So
Right.
then I will do this, and then what can you see now?
I see best practices, and I see that you've got a slide there, but I can also see the slides on the left-hand side.
All right, and then here you can see my pages.
Yes, perfect.
How do I make this top thing go away?
I'm not sure which top thing you're talking about. Us, the pictures.
No, it's
Those of
got
us.
mute, stop video, participants. It's blocking my screen.
I actually can't see what's on your screen, so I'm not sure
I
where.
can move it. Now, what happened there? Okay, so I moved that. Okay. Can you still see my screen?
Yes.
Well, these are going to be some examples.
Right.
More. Let's see if I can hide this meeting. Hide video panel. Okay, I'm going to do something. See if this. Oh no. Hide floating meeting. There we go. All right. So we can. I'm happy to just start like here if you want.
You're the boss. This is your webinar. So what I will do first is once we start admitting people, I'll just let them know that you are, obviously introduce you and see how we can go from there. I see there are quite a few people in the room at the moment. I don't think we're quite there. We've got about a minute to go. So just as a quick check, how many people were we expecting this morning?
If I'm not mistaken, we had 70 registrants yesterday.
Okay,
But
because
today I'm not sure.
Okay, no, that's fine. Right now we've got 4 in the room, so I'm not sure that I
Should
want
I
to
admit all of them?
I don't know. Let's just give it another minute because because according to my watch, it's only 25 past.
Yeah,
So let's just. Are you okay with hanging on for another 5 minutes, David?
I'm fine, and I'm also fine if you let them in and we just have a chat. And people
Are you okay with
Yeah.
that? All right, then go ahead, So let them in.
All right. Okay.
David, this is being recorded, by the way.
Thank you.
I think you might have got the message when you logged in. Good morning, everyone. I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'm just double checking the sound.
I can hear you.
Great. Is that Monica?
It's Renat.
Hi, Renat. How you doing?
Good in you.
Good, good. Thanks. It's difficult to tell who's actually connected and who's connecting.
What time would you like to actually kick off?
I think let's start at about 8:30 on the dot.
Okay. And what is the time now?
Just 25, 7 minutes past.
We can just relax.
Karen.
Hello.
Monica seems like she can't unmute, but she can hear us.
I'm sending her a message now.
All right.
Okay, thanks.
Was that you, Monica? Heard you loud and clear.
Thank you.
I've just admitted 2 more people, so if we can just give them a couple of seconds to make sure that they're actually connected, then I think we may as well start. I'm assuming that everyone can hear me. If you can't hear me, please put a note in the chat and questions in the chat, and we'll be able to pass them on after the presentation. David, do you think you're ready to take it away? Shall we start?
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, I'm not going to even attempt an introduction. I'm just going to let everybody know that we are welcoming David Marshall this morning for our boot camp, and let you run with it, David. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I thought we'd keep my presentation very short and sweet. And if anybody wants to, let's just open up to a brainstorming session. So I'll give you a bit of background. My name is David Marshall. My company, we build AI chatbots for websites, but we also operate and manage human live chat agents for websites, WhatsApp, and I'm going to show you all that. And the reason we do human live chat is AI is brilliant, but it's just not there yet, in my opinion, maybe in a year, maybe in 2 years. And I'm going to show you why. The do's and don'ts and everything about live chat, chatbots, and AI so far. So everybody's got a business. And what is the main purpose of a business? Well, obviously make money. You've got to attract customers. Closing sales is actually hard work. So you can spend a fortune on advertising. I beg your pardon? I thought I heard somebody. Can you guys hear me, first of all? Anyone can answer.
Yes, yes, we
Okay.
can hear you.
Thanks,
Okay.
Monica. All right, cool. So we know how hard it is to attract customers, and closing that. When you have a website, for example, and let's just use websites for now, and you've done your Facebook adverts or your Google adverts, you've attracted people. We know that 97% of your website visitors don't take an action. That's just in general everywhere. So for every 100 people you get to your website, only 3 are going to take action. What if you could respond to your prospects instantly while they're browsing? So you've spent all this time and money, 10 o'clock at night, somebody comes, and imagine you could just go, hey, how can I help you? Or I see you're looking at XYZ, do you have any questions? Would this make you more sales? And would this improve customer satisfaction? And the answer is yes. And I've got data to prove it, because we've got over 150. We've got 150 clients who stay with us. So I'm going to show you what I consider part of a marketing strategy. You can implement this immediately and do it yourself. You don't need me. So with LiveChat and the chatbot, you can now have 24 hours, an agent, 24 hours on your website or on WhatsApp, and I'm going to show you more. I'm going to show you 6 tools, which I'm pretty sure you're all already using. And just by adding a human or chatbot to these tools, you're suddenly going to have more opportunity to communicate with potential customers. So the first one is the website. If you don't have a website, I'm not quite sure what kind of business you're in, but if you do have a website, chat to the people when they're at the website. So even if you're getting 1,000 visitors a month to your website, be able to chat to them. The second one is emails, 24 hours a day. So imagine you've got info at or sales at. If you're one of the busier companies, you probably have tons of customers coming there. Sorry, if you can hear that thing saying new visitor, that's because I have the live chat open, which I want to demo to you. And it's just telling us that a new visitor has come online. So if you hear new visitor, please ignore that. You can now have somebody answer and do the ping pong emails. So let's imagine you get an email to info at, and they're asking about your product, but you've got 3 or 4 questions you need to answer or have them answer before you can give them a quote or a sale. You can have live chat do that. And the whole point of it is 10 o'clock at night, you want to be answering emails. Maybe not you, but you want somebody doing it. This one's a great one, email signatures. Let's imagine you're a business and you've got 10 people, and each person sends out 20 emails a day outside of the group. That's 200 emails. And if they do this 20 days of the month, that's 4,000 emails a month that are going out. Did you know that in your email signature, you could have a live chat bubble with a call to action? And whether you're running a competition, or you want to get people to go to your online store, or you want just some people to make an inquiry, they can just click and start a live chat inside the email tool. Then same tool, but for email banners and advertising. So let's imagine again, you've got a banner in Google or Facebook or Instagram, and you want them to go straight to your live chat. If you've got people at your office, can happen straight with a little link in your email banners and in your normal advertising banners. And we can go into more detail in a bit. WhatsApp. Now, this is a great one, especially if you have a business that has reoccurring customers. In other words, using WhatsApp, you can literally bypass your telephone and your website. So I'll give you a silly example. Let's imagine I have my favorite plumber and I've got a problem. I don't need to go to the website or phone them. I just I've saved their number in my phone and I just WhatsApp them. The same can happen for support. Let's imagine your business is a technical business and there's support and you've got existing customers. Give them the WhatsApp line, connect it to your live chat, and you can have people doing what I call first line support. So a great example that could be troubleshooting. Let's imagine you've got an internet company and the internet's not working. The live chat agent can simply start off by doing 4 or 5 questions to troubleshoot. What lights are you seeing? Okay, if there's no lights, you know there's no power. And then after the 4 steps, if they still can't solve their problem, they then say, all right, I need to get a technician out there. Give me your name, give me your address, or whatever it is that you want. So WhatsApp, very simple. Everybody understands WhatsApp, bypasses the website totally. The latest one is QR codes. So I can connect my QR codes. In fact, if you took your phone's camera right now and pointed it at my QR code, you would start a live chat with one of my agents. Now, of course, my agents are on 24 hours a day. But you can use QR codes. Let's imagine you're an estate agent. Imagine putting QR codes on the signage outside the house so that people walking past on or driving past on a Sunday or Saturday or a day you're not working or in the evening, they could just click the QR code. The QR code will take them to the landing page of that property and start a live chat with one of my agents. The same could be for if you sold physical products, hampers, gift hampers, and on the packaging, you had your QR codes, which might be order more or refer a friend or, unhappy, please tell us why. Great customer service that on the packaging, there's the QR code. So those are 6 simple tools that everybody understands and cost nothing to implement, but widen your net, make you more professional, increase your communications. All right. The next thing I'm going to tell you is how to do it. So I'm going to now demo a chatbot. Let's start. Okay. So here, sorry, I've got this. Hi, it comes up. Hi, how may I help you today? You can either type a question. It's closed because I had it open too long, so I apologize. Let me actually refresh that. Before I demo a chatbot, I'm going to demo let's actually see if I can get it started again. Sorry, I apologize for bad demo. Okay, there. Hi, how can we help you? So this is a holiday resort in Belito. I want to check rates. I just have to click that. Or I want to book a cleaner. I can just click this and it'll fill in a form. And then that goes directly to the owner of Stay Belito. Or I can ask it straight questions. Now, remember, no humans this is just complete live chatbots, no humans. So how do I get to you? Okay, now, if I've programmed that, it should give me an answer. To get to the apartment, you can use Uber or Bolt. The closest airport is King Shaka, and here it even gives me Google Maps so that it can actually show me where the apartment is and how to get there. Now, that is simply because we programmed it like that. What is there to do in Belito? And it gives me a whole bunch of things from AfriStay and TripAdvisor. Great, so it's done its thing. Do you have a swimming pool? Now, as I'm doing this, I don't know if any of you can notice the bad thing about it. Why humans are going to be better for the next year or two. Yes, we do have a swimming pool, but surely these have shown me enough intent that this person wants to stay. So a human at this stage should say, can I help you book? But the bot, we cannot really get it to do follow-up questions where it understands intent. And I always use this as an example. A person goes to a restaurant. At the end of the meal, they walk to their car. They pat their shoulder, their pants, and then they go, oh no, they walk back from the car to the restaurant. When they get to the restaurant, the manager's there standing with their car keys and said, sorry, you forgot this. Now, you and I probably all understood why he patted his pants. The manager of the restaurant understood why he came back. There was no language used. So the AI can't understand that the reason they returned to the restaurant was to find their car keys. So here is another example. This is now human. Okay, so I can go, hi. And then we can ask it a simple question like, well, let's see. Oh, any questions you want, but you can see the humans there. So I'm just going to go, this is a test. Tell me a joke. So I can throw curveballs at the person. Are you human? You know, you can, and I can even do things in different languages. So what's great about this system is, and you will have this, you don't need us to do it, but you can get this, where it actually, a man sued an airline company after it lost his luggage. Sadly, he lost his case. Okay, good joke. And yes, I am human. So you can see this is untrained. And besides, oh, by the way, anybody who's runs a business, you should look into peggybiz.com. It'll help you grow your business. Okay, feel free to give me a shout if there's anything else. So now the human's being super friendly and helpful. Thanks. Okay, so let's go back to the presentation. So I've given you a demo, a chatbot. Now I'm going to show you the back end of the chatbot system. And this, here we go. Remember we were looking at Stabilito? You use AI to train it on those simple questions. And then I put in these bot responses. So how do I, when you request a callback or want the cleaner, it can answer. But this is how clever these AI bots are. So now I'm going to sell the services. All I had to do was go and train the website, train this chatbot on all the information that's already on the website page. So all I did was I put in the URL. Then I created articles. Remember, if you go to how to get from the airport, I put those in myself. So I created a very simple article on important info for Belito. The next step I can do is I can actually create common FAQs, common questions. Is there a pool? Are you near Cape Town Airport? So sometimes people might get mixed up. Stabilito is located. So I've noticed that there's certain unmatched questions that people are asking that I actually need to train the AI. And can I play music at the pool? Yes, you can play music during the day, but it must be soft so that it doesn't disturb other residents. So you can see that I've had to use human intelligence to help the AI. And that's a simple chatbot. AI to answer common questions. And then I've gone in and I said, right, what do I actually want to achieve? What do I want it to do? After this demo, after the talk, we can have a conversation about how we're doing, go into more depth. After our leads, this is very important, and I think I've explained it already. I can guarantee you that 30% of your inquiries, leads, or interactions are going to happen after hours and on weekends. 30% is a lot. If you got 1 or 2 more sales just because of that, it'll be worth it. So if you don't have enough people or you don't want to do 24-hour live chat, the chatbot is a good idea where you can have a request to callback system. Effects of a bad chatbot. If you're not going to do it properly and you're not going to put in a lot of hours, have no chatbot. A bad chatbot can do brand damage. Even good chatbots can be annoying. And I'm going to show you a real world. So this is one of our clients, and they do sell wine. They're based in Kramerville in Joburg, and it says, welcome to the wine menu, home of wines. The person then says, do you have Cavalli Card 2023 in stock? Now, because the AI couldn't check this or didn't know, or maybe they don't have it in stock, it says, I'm sorry, I didn't get that. I'm a bot always learning. Please see below or ask me another question. Now the person did it in full caps. But the question was, you know, I'm sorry, I didn't get that, but yeah, go to the online store or request a callback. Pretty friendly, I think. But this person didn't even click to the online store. They just gave up. Now, did that do brand damage? I think so. If there wasn't a bot, they might have just gone straight to the online store. So I hope I'm not unselling and selling at the same time. But my point is, oops, how do I get back there? You got to have a good chatbot, and it takes time to build those. Why I started Chat Marshall. Okay, so I think this is important. I am a salesperson. I was selling IT products. I was selling public relations. I've been doing everything in the sales world for years. And at my company, we had a live chat, and I couldn't work out why doesn't everybody have a live chat? This was before chatbots. This was 5 years ago. And I started a business where I would help people do chatbots and live chat, at least, where you could put the live chat on, but then you just outsource it to another company. And only since COVID and now with AI have people started going, I want a live chat, or I want a chat bot. And people get those mixed. They call it a chat bot and a live chat. Most people think of it's the same thing. Well, I see live chat is in human live chat, and a chat bot is programmed. And I still believe that every website should have at least a chat bot. People are lazy. They don't want to go through the website. They want instant answers. If you could help them with instant answers on your website straight away, I think you're going to win. So that's the end of my presentation. I've explained the difference between live chat, chatbots, doing your live chat yourself. In other words, having it on, because you can have a phone. But if you're always in meetings, or if you're the person doing the work, then it should go to somebody else, or have AI answer it. So that's the end of my time. I'm going to stop sharing, and I'd like to open the floor to anybody.
Thank you so much, David. I don't see any questions in the chat at the moment. I'm not sure how many people are actually able to speak and can, if you have a question, please unmute yourself, just introduce yourself, and we'll take it from there.
Hi.
Hi,
Can you
Cara.
hear me?
Yes,
Loud and
Hi,
clear.
I'm Cara. Hi. I've got a business. We sell, we were the first in the country to sell waterproof, tarnish-free jewelry, and we supply boutiques and retailers throughout South Africa. But what I wanted to ask, my product that goes into boutiques and stores, that all has a QR code that goes on the tag that goes to the website. Would it be better if that QR code is a chat directly to us?
Okay, great question. So this QR code that goes on, did you say waterproof jewelry?
Yeah, so basically, to give you a very short rundown, instead of buying, like a woman wants a beautiful necklace, but she can't afford a 6,000 Rand gold chain, but she doesn't want a cheap tarnish thing from Mr. Price she's gonna wear for 1 week. We're the middle of the range, so it's a special material that doesn't tarnish, and it looks like real gold.
Okay, perfect.
And
Are
we
you willing
started.
to?
Yeah.
Are you willing to put your website on in the chat?
Yeah, let me figure that one out. How do I do that?
At the bottom where it says participants 13, there's a chat bubble.
Okay, hold on a sec. Oh, there, okay.
Now, I want to ask back to the QR codes while you're doing that. Okay. There we go. Buycara.co. Okay. The QR code. What is the, do you have a call to action on that QR code? What does it say?
No, it's just our logo. So it's a little, like if you think of a necklace hanging on a piece of card that's hanging on a rail in a store. And then it has our logo, and then underneath our logo is just the QR code. So there's no call to action. It's just like someone's going to realize which I realize now is a bit silly, but yeah.
Well, okay, no, it's not that silly, and I'll tell you why. You've got two problems. If you're doing it through resellers, they probably won't want you getting people to buy direct from you. Is that correct?
So some resellers are, like, our deal is that it's on our packaging, they can't take it off, and some we supply them their home brand, and then we know, because that's wholesale, then we know we're not going to get any benefit for our brand, but we're making money because we're selling. wholesale. But for the consignment, then they keep it on our package.
Okay, so I'm going to throw some brainstorm ideas here. So the one is you can have a call to action. Well, if you give them different QR codes, you can then assign a repurchase to that reseller. So let's imagine you sell it through Jimmy's Jewelers and you get another order. If you're a upstand person, you would know that it was a referral from Jimmy's and you would give Jimmy their money.
Okay.
The other option is you could use it for competitions, you know, win a free type of thing and start getting engagements like that. Now, in your case, if I would, let's imagine it's Jimmy's Jeweler. You don't want it going to your website. You might want it to go straight to a human live chat or live chat agent. The other option would be you did want it to go, if it's because it's jewelry, it's very much visual, I would have it go to the website and then a live chat starts. So I would do the same with your email signatures. Let's assume you are very hungry, very busy, and you're emailing thousands of people. I would have it would be kind regards, Cara, and then you would have your email signature, and then there'd be a winner free, blah, blah, blah. It might be coach, maybe you sell coating, this special coating separate. And so, then you can have it go straight to, it's the same thing, whether it's a QR code or an email signature, it's the same link, effectively. It's the same hyperlink. Okay, so I haven't answered your question, but I would say both. If you want them to go to your website and shop, which I think you would because it's jewelry, I would have it open in the website, and it can be to that specific page. But then I could set, or you should set the live chat to pop up 3 seconds after the page is loaded and go, hey, I see you clicked the QR code and whatever your message is, and that you could brainstorm. So yes, absolutely.
So with live chat, it's hard because, for example, I'm myself in my business, me alone. So I can't be online doing a live chat, but I could set up like
the chatbot.
Yeah, the chatbot.
Okay, so there's 2 answers to this question, and we can have another talk. One, you can find a company that will do it for you, like my company. There's plenty others. Excuse me. Or 2, you set up a chatbot that's there 24 hours a day, and you can set the chatbot to pop up. But as I've said to you, the chatbot's really good at answering questions accurately, but it doesn't really hold somebody's hand through a process.
I personally find them a bit like unemotional. It's obviously unemotional, so it doesn't. I get frustrated as a consumer sometimes with it.
Okay, well, okay, so some stuff you might want to talk in private, but how many website visitors do you get per month? Do you know?
I must check on that. I haven't checked that in a while. And just sorry, while we're chatting, just my second question was, you mentioned WhatsApp. I love the idea of WhatsApp contacting. I use it often as a consumer myself, and I think it's brilliant. You just get your answer straight away. You can book whatever. But how do you, as like a business owner, would you suggest having a separate phone and a separate number? Because obviously, like, it can, I guess, get a bit of like hectic if you, like, I'm a mom of 3, and then you've got people messaging you all day long from your website.
Yeah.
Do you suggest having like a separate thing?
Are you still looking at my screen?
No, let me just get back. Yes.
Oh, wait. You can see my screen.
I can see
Oh,
you.
no, wait. Okay, let me just show. So can you see I've got your website open in front of me?
Yes.
First of all, lovely, wonderful, great job.
Thank you.
I think it looks really professional. Okay, so in your case, again, you can do the WhatsApp. I would, yes, WhatsApp would be a great one for, especially if you've got resellers who want to just place an order and literally want to bypass the website. The problem with WhatsApp is people expect answers quickly. So you can't not, but it does allow you, and even in your phone, you can set up a second WhatsApp number from your same phone. But this means you're going to be working Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
and things like that. Depending on volume and depending on the profit margins, it may be better to get a company. Okay, I think you and I should have a separate discussion because
Okay.
I definitely think WhatsApp is right for you.
Yeah.
Do you have any other staff, any other employees?
Not at the moment, but we're going to have to in the second half of the year, for sure.
Because you don't have to answer the WhatsApps. You could have, I don't even
Someone
mind
else.
if it's one of the people that are helping you make the jewelry.
Yeah.
It doesn't, it's just as long as they are answered, and it doesn't cost that much. That's the whole point. So how I would always say to clients is, what are the results you want out of live chat? And let's imagine you want, so for example, let's imagine it costs you 2,000 Rand a month to have live chat, WhatsApp, all these things, the QR code, all that kind of stuff. How many items do you need to sell to cover that 2,000 Rand? And if the answer is 5, and
it's
you
worth
get
it.
5 sales from it, well, it's worth it because your customer service has just gone, you've seen more professional, your brand has just gotten better. So it's obviously worth it. But if you sell, you got like one reseller who sold 50 items of your product a month, well, then it pays for the service for the next 2 years.
Yeah, that's it.
So I think work it out backwards. What will it cost me? What do I need to do to make that money back? Is it worth it? And of course, remember, you can shut it down. So if you find it's a pain in the butt, no, if you find that it's making you 10,000 Rand a month, well, I suggest then you employ a part-time person to just manage that, because 10,000 is a lot of money. If it earns you 100,000, then it's a no-brainer. And and if you've got international buyers who are coming on at 2 in the morning, again.
Yeah. No, I get you. And I guess just to test it out is also see what
testing
happens.
it out. Testing. They've all got free trials.
Yeah.
We've got free trials. Everybody's got a free trial.
Yeah.
So yeah, great one, Cara. I love this website.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cool. Any other questions?
Thanks
or
so
other
much.
businesses? Renat, you do, well, it says, as you've got a financial services. Renat, anybody else got a question? Jessica.
So I'm digital marketing.
Okay. So Renat, you understand this. Sorry,
Yes.
it's Bradley. That's the, okay. So digital marketing, do you have clients that, does this come across your digital marketing requests, live chat and chatbots?
Oh, no, not really. But it's something that I would like to add to the portfolio because I think that it fits in really, really nicely.
Correct. So I always say to people, if you're spending money driving traffic to your website and you can get 3% conversion up to 4% conversion or 5% conversion, what is that worth to you? So Renat, are you mostly like jewelry stuff or are you B2B?
So we B2B. We assist with, we're a full service digital marketing agency. So we assist companies with their search engine optimization, with social media management, with blogs, with copywriting, all of those elements of digital marketing. So
Okay,
like I said, it would fit in really, really nicely with our offering. And then like we could help, like we could on-sell the chatbots and all of that.
Correct. And also it protects your territory. And I mean it this way. If you're working for a B2B company and they every month checking their budget and what did I get for it? If you could get more actual physical sales through live chat and actually show how many conversations they had, what time of day the conversations happened, who they were escalated to, that would also protect your business.
No, definitely. Perfect.
Right.
Thank you.
Happy to talk to you afterwards as well. Keep my details.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Charlotte, I think I've met you before, Charlotte. Have you been at one of these?
Hi there. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, loud and clear.
Okay. I have we met before? Possibly.
So what does your business do?
Okay, so I'm actually in consignment. I own a boutique consignment store. Mostly ladies designer clothing. So, in consignment, it's most people would say secondhand, but it's actually more gently worn clothing. But I'm going more into the direction of just kind of catering to everybody. There's a lot of people who have consigned with me who, are asking me to possibly sell men's designer clothing and things like that. So I'm just kind of seeing, depending on my customers, seeing the direction that my store will go in. It's still very new. It's 5 months old. But I don't have a website at the moment because my storefront is mostly on Instagram. It's a very visual business. So if you just kind of think about Instagram, it's just photos of my stuff.
Okay.
And all the interaction happens on Instagram. So, if I post something, someone will just write in the comments, hey, is this still available? Please reserve it for me or whatever. And then I'll write back, okay, reserved, things like that. So all the information is right there. It's visual.
Brilliant. Okay, so 2 things to say about that. 1, have you spoken to Cara about taking some of her jewelry on consignment?
No, I've just met Cara.
It's actually sorry to interrupt. It's actually so funny because I could be one of your customers because I shop secondhand and I think it's just blowing up. I think it's brilliant. And I do actually stock, there's like the dress rental companies. So we can chat.
Awesome.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
That's great. Second of all, the live chat, yes, of course, Instagram is doing that. That's perfect. You've got it right. But also WhatsApp channel. So what I mean by that is, I'm going to imagine Cara needs an outfit. Well, no, you said you're going to men. Okay, I need a nice something like that. I would love to just be able to go to Charlotte, Basele.
Yes,
I'd
that's
go
it.
to on WhatsApp and go, hey, have you got this? And I definitely think I don't know if, I'm sure you do have WhatsApp, but
Yes.
okay. So for yours, you would need a chatbot if, again, it was over at night. Yours, I think, is easily manageable by yourself. And live chat is exactly what you're doing. All I'm going to say now is I hope you're thinking about how you reply. So, for example, I saw, somebody sees on Instagram that you've got a new XYZ or a purse or a handbag, and you can go, that one's already been taken, but I have 3 others. Let me show you what I've got. So you're not just answering, you're actually acknowledging the question, understanding what they want. And this is why AI can't do what you do yet, is that acknowledging what you want and then suggesting a upsell or cross-sell. So I'll give you another example. Please allow me to be a consultant for a second. But if somebody goes, I love this handbag, I'd like it. And you go, great. Do you know I've got a belt that'll also go with that? So I hope you're learning about upselling and cross-selling.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, cool. So Charlotte, I don't know if we're allowed to share all our business links within this, but I think you've got a great business.
Thank you.
How am I going to get hold of you?
You can go onto Instagram. There's not a lot of stuff there at the moment. I've sold, after I sell things, obviously I take the pictures down. But there's still a few things. Instagram, my handle is at CC's Boutique. Obviously, there's no apostrophe there. At CC's Boutique. Sorry, was I just write it in the chat rather?
Yeah, that's fine. CC, okay, CC's Boutique because it's got a QU And is it IE? Okay, so do that.
Yeah,
All right,
CC
awesome.
Joburg, yeah.
Um,
I'll just write it here quickly.
okay, so there I see. Okay, now let's, can I move on to Monica? Our daughter with Down syndrome makes gluten-free, some sugar, some dairy-free, and nut-free treats. She also has a chocolate business. We sell her items outside Schuller's. She also makes a range of funky bead jewelry and smart, okay, jewelry, we advertise on Facebook and through WhatsApp. I want to know how to enlarge her customer base and what would be the, and I'm going to, I don't know.
Say what would be the best for that kind of business? What is the best platform for her to be on?
Yeah, well, I think you've just got it. Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, especially WhatsApp. And what I mean by that is, imagine over 2 years, she's collected all these, telephone numbers of people that outside of Schuller's. I'm making this up, but let's go with this.
Yeah.
And now she's got this database. And then every now and then she tells people, you don't need to come to Schuller's anymore. If you want something, just WhatsApp me. And maybe it can be delivered, or maybe it can be kept aside and they just need to come past Schuller's and pick it up. You know, you can even do payments now through, not through WhatsApp, but through PayFast, or there's plenty ways of doing this. And maybe Charlotte's a better person to answer that question, how payments happen. But definitely that WhatsApp database. The reason I like WhatsApp so much for this kind of thing is it stays in your phone. So even if they can't remember the Instagram handle, you know, they've got you on their phone.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
is there a way of, sorry, you know, when you send a WhatsApp message, you only allowed to send 5 at a time. Is there a way of bypassing that and just sending a whole group thing at a time?
So there's a business accounts and then there's a paid for, but they have to be opt-in. And the answer I'm going to say is, I've never heard of the 5 at a time, but this is not my area of expertise, but you know, you can use something called SMS, bulk SMS. So you send people an SMS with a hyperlink to your WhatsApp. So that's one way of doing it. But if there's anybody in this group that's not my area of expertise. I'm only can answer the WhatsApps. I really can't send out bulk WhatsApps.
Okay. Thank you.
And also, you don't want to ruin your friendship by constantly selling on WhatsApp. So you've got to be a bit careful of that. Does anybody have an opinion in the group?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll check, because I know it is definitely only 5. You can only forward or send 5 messages to people at a time. I don't know why it's like that. It is quite irritating, but I know that it's not just on personal WhatsApp, it's on business WhatsApp as well, which is even more frustrating. I don't know how to bypass that, but I'm also having a problem with that. So I'll look into it, and then
yeah, I think they did it very intentionally so that WhatsApps don't become a spam business, people try to sell you stuff. So I think they've been very intentional. But the way to bypass that is obviously to sell outstanding products that people want to buy again and are willing to save your number.
Okay, thank you.
All right, cool. Well, I'll end off with this. I'll put my, in the chat, I'm going to put my email address. If anybody wants to contact me directly, I will happily give you anybody in this group a free trial of LiveChat. Obviously, it's not ideal for everybody. My company, we target companies that getting 5,000 visits to their website a month. So, you know, I don't think we'd be right for Charlotte's work, but you can do this yourself, Charlotte. You just got to go find chatbot.com or whoever you want to use. And it does take a bit of time to set up, But if you've got a company that's already getting traffic to your website, consider outsourcing it to somebody who's professionally who can answer all these questions 24 hours a day. Yes, and I see. Once I saw Wolfson, I kind of understood who you were. So yes, anybody can contact me. It's David at Chat Marshall. I've got one L in Chat Marshall, even though my surname's got two L's. And yeah, give us a call. I'm here for you anytime.
Thank you
Thanks
so
so
much,
much.
David. Thanks.
Especially Cara. Cara, you can do it. We'll do a 30-day trial on yours. This is a
Thank
excellent.
you. Yeah, I'm busy emailing you now. Thank you so much.
Okay, cool.
Thanks so much,
All right.
David.
Sorry, David, can I just interject? Cara, can I get your number
Yeah.
through your website? How do I get hold of you?
You can put my email address. I'm going to set up the WhatsApp, but I'll put my email address quickly in the chat.
Well, it's
Okay.
shop at by Cara.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
perfect.
it.
I'll email you. David, thank you so much. This has been great. Very informative, very helpful.
Cool. Yeah, if anybody ever wants to brainstorm, I'm always available. I enjoy this. I can talk rugby and business. Those are my fun things.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
very much.
David.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for joining us this morning. I'm hoping that you have at least got something that you can move forward with. If you do have any questions, you can either email David or send them to ORT Jet. We'll be happy to help. I'm just going to ask Ponzo if she'd be able to put up a poll to see if this met people's expectations and how people felt about the presentation. While she's busy with that, I'm going to take advantage and ask David, when you were talking about how to set up the bot and you had I'm going to call it a mind map for lack of a better description. What is the process that one should go through when thinking about how to set up the questions? Because very often when you're in the business, you don't think as a user, you don't think as somebody who's trying to buy something. You just...
Right. Okay. So the two things I go for, first of all, I sit and I write down a list of all the questions that I've been asked via email or through my WhatsApp or whatever. So, and then those become my common questions. So let's use Cara, for example. Do you deliver? Do you deliver countrywide? Those are, so, okay, that might be one. Or what's your returns policy? And then you just, that's easy. The second thing I go is, what do I really want? I don't want to answer questions. I want to make sales. So how do I remove friction to a sale? And so let's say, for example, I want to now buy a piece of jewelry. Okay. The person then has to click here, go there, go there. So when I answer a question, why don't I just put the hyperlink straight to the checkout page? And I'm making this up. I don't know if this is true, but in my chat. So I answer the question and the next action. So whenever I look at like an FAQ, it's frequently asked questions. So the question is, do you deliver countrywide? The answer is yes. Okay, but now you've forgotten about the next action. So the next action should be, and whatever it might be, would you like to buy? Or, you know, so the next action is, so, hi, I'm in New York. Do you deliver? And the answer might be no. Or the answer might be, we will deliver to New York via DHL, but that will cost you an extra whatever. Would you like to go ahead? Is the next action. So I think to answer your questions, how do I get started? I first go through and I create my FAQs. And then the third column, what do I want to achieve out of this? What's the next action? And then I start building based on that. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a great way to start. Thank you so much.
With regards to the technology, I would go get a chatbot builder, and then you've really got to assign yourself a whole day. And you go build, and you don't build your chatbot at first. You build any chatbot, you break it, you make horrible chatbots, you test it, you test it, you test it. And then once you're an expert of maybe 5 hours of doing this or 10 hours of doing this, then you start building your chatbot. And that's because they all got 14-day free trials. So
Okay,
go, build
perfect.
it, break them, become an expert. But you only have to build it once.
Thank you. Perfect. I see that Ponzo has put the survey into the chat group. If I could ask everyone, please, to just take a moment to complete the survey, that would be great. And David, would it be possible for you to send us your slide deck via email? And then we can
Absolutely.
share it with everyone so that people can double check where, what,
Cool.
and how.
Right. Just, yes, exactly. Turning your email signatures into chat, super easy. QR codes, super easy. WhatsApp, super easy. Website live chat, super easy. And if anybody wants to get hold of me, they can.
Fantastic. Thank you. I don't see any more questions in the chat. So if anyone has any questions, going. Thank you very much, David. And thank you to all those who joined us. As I say, I hope it was a productive morning for you, and we'll be in touch.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.